Hey guys, it's Mrs. B and we're going to do a writing today. I'm going to start where we left off at school. I know not everybody's there, but we're going to work with a three-part plan because we know that every story has a good beginning, middle, and end. So today we're going to work with how do we get our beginning, middle, and end and what goes in each category. So the first thing we do is always the same. The first thing we do is write our name. I'm going to put my name at the top of my paper, and you should always write your name on your paper as well. I'm going to put the date on my paper, and I'm going to put it big so you can see it at home. You do not have to write yours that big. So I'm going to put today's date. And the next thing I'm going to do is draw my line. If you have paper at home, you can draw a line right across the middle. We know in kindergarten that our picture always goes on the top and our words always go on the bottom. So when I'm working for my picture plan up here, I'm going to draw two more lines. I'm going to draw one here and one right here. So now I have a beginning, a middle, and an end. In the beginning of my story, I want to see your characters and your setting. Who was with you and where were you at in the story? So I'm going to tell you that it was me, and it was Mr. B, and it was Wheezy Girl, who's also snoring right behind you right now. And these are my characters, Mrs. B, Mr. B, and Wheezy. We're at home right now, so I'm going to draw my setting. It's just my house. So my setting is my home, and my characters are right here. In my second part of my plan, I'm going to tell you what happened. Wheezy was not feeling good. She was actually very sad. She was kind of just laying around. I think she was feeling really sick. And the night before, she had gotten bitten by a bug, and it was just kind of scary. She was having trouble moving and walking. So Mr. B was feeling kind of sad himself. So I decided that I had to make a phone call. And I called the vet, and that's the animal doctor for Wheeze. And we are going to take Wheezy into the doctor first thing tomorrow morning. We also had to get Wheezy some medicine so she wouldn't be in so much pain and she wouldn't feel sad anymore. So what happened in my story is that Wheezy was feeling sick, and it made Mr. B feel pretty sad. So Mrs. B had to make a phone call to the vet so we could take our dog in. At the end of the story, you're going to tell what happened at the end. Maybe I'm going to tell you if she's feeling better. Or I might even tell you how I'm feeling in this part of the story. So I'm going to tell you at the end of the story, Wheezy did much better after she got the medicine. She was feeling restful. And she just laid down. She was able to wag her tail. We were all feeling so much happier to see her happy. So at the beginning of your story in your plan, you're going to put your characters and your setting. In the middle part of your story, you're going to tell your audience what happened. At the end of your story, you're going to talk about how it ended or how you were feeling. So we have those 3 parts of our plan done, and now we're going to start our writing. So I need to talk about all 3 of these parts. I should have at least 3 sentences when I'm done. I'm going to tell you that Wheezy was feeling sick. Normally I'd have you help me sound this out. I have my uppercase letter because it's the beginning of my sentence, but it's also her name. So Wheezy was feeling sick. And I'm going to put a period right there because that's the end of my first thought. That's my stop sign for my writing. Wheezy was feeling sick. Always go back and reread it to make sure that it makes sense. So Wheezy was feeling sick. And then I'm going to tell you, Mr. B was worried about her, so I called the vet. Mr. B was, I see the word was is up here, so I know I can spell it correctly again. Mr. B was worried. Worried. Mr. B was worried about her. I have to finish that sentence, but I can't go up or down. I need to do my left to right, return sweep. So Mr. B was worried about her. I'm going to put so I called the, these are all words that we know, vet. So I called the vet. Let me read this from the beginning. Wheezy was feeling sick. Mr. B was worried about her. I'm going to put a comma right there, a quick pause. Mr. B was worried about her, so I called the vet. They gave, you know how to spell that word too with the super E there. They gave her medicine, medicine, and an appointment. And an appointment. That's my middle part, my beginning and my middle part. So I'm telling you who's there and what we're doing. And now I've got to tell you how it ended and how we feel. We all felt better, didn't we? Because Wheezy was feeling better. We all felt better because Wheezy was feeling better too. Look at all those words. If I can talk a lot about something, I can write a lot about something. And you can do this too. Let's read it together really quick. There's a lot of words in there that you know how to read and spell. Wheezy was feeling sick. Mr. B was worried about her, so I called the vet. They gave her medicine and an appointment. We all felt better because Wheezy was feeling better too. So today I want you to grab your piece of paper and I want you to tell me your characters and your setting. I want you to tell me what happened in your plan. And I want you to tell me how it ended or how you felt. And then I want you to fill in your sentence for every box that you have. You can write it and have your parents take a picture of it and add it on our class communication app, or on our Seesaw app that's in the website. I'm really excited to read your writing, and I can't wait to write more with you. Thanks.